viewers, and welcome back to Shining Force Sword of Hajya. It is time for us to defeat Warderer, our nemesis this entire game, and then rescue poor Prince Nick. Let's just dive right in. I said at the end of the last episode I was going to have to go more cautiously, but instead I'm just charging ahead, as usual. Gotta say, the battle background is pretty... I know, I say it every time, but look, it's pretty badass looking. I really like how they did the shading on the floor, especially. Like, it actually has, like, a lot of, like, depth and, like, you know, texturing to it. And the lighting makes it look like it's, like, you know, lit from below by the lava and, like, really kind of spooky, you know, very dramatic. And it gives it a nice feel of, like, yeah, this is the epic final battle against evil. So I think they did a phenomenal job on that background. Very hyped by it. But yeah, we are going to have to just sort of carefully take out all of Warderer's various servants before we target him, because the map is small enough that if we don't do that, they are going to come up from behind and attack us, and then it will be very hard to take down Warderer. We gotta be careful. He has Bolt 3, so caution is warranted. Our mages will mostly be in the way, but like, we've come so far together. You know, gotta fight the final battle together too. Poor mages. They were so useful. In Shining Force 1, they were pretty... They did drop off a bit towards the end, but they didn't drop off as harshly. And the original Game Gear game, thanks to glitches, they were great. And then this game, and the remake, it's like, you never really shined. It's sad. Got our healer. Well, we're off to a good start. Oh, there's a chest up there. I didn't even notice it. Oh, I'll probably send Claude up to get it. Okay, so we may have to spend some time stalling before we actually attack Warderer, because I don't remember what's in that chest, but obviously I want it. You know, partly because it's like, duh, it's a treasure chest. I want to get all the treasure. But also just for completeness sake, you know, show everything off in the game. Yeah, it's so weird that they were like, let's put a random treasure chest up at the ass end of the map, but who am I to complain? Even poor Slade does more damage than the wizards. His attack just barely outdamages their magic, but it's also free, and he can heal on top of that, so it's like, how the mighty have fallen. Except, unlike in Shining Force 1, there's really a period where your magic users are so good. I feel like they were never more than just like, you know, they're good, but so is everyone else. I feel like they were never like amazing. So it's not even how the mighty have fallen. It's more like how the regular party member has fallen. Tagging this executioner. The Valkyrie. And just creeping forward. You should be able to finish off the executioner. Sorry. Not quite. So close. Dawn does have like one of the special weapons, the unique weapon, so she tends to do a little more damage than some of our other friends. Claude, jump in and attack this executioner. So excellent. Claude's great. He is a tiny bit fragile, but like he's a bird also. It's pretty impressive that he can survive getting smashed with a mace at all when you think about it. It's like, shouldn't that break his hollow bird bones? So really, I can hardly complain. But yeah, you can kind of see the comparison here. Jester's a lot more tanky. I always like forget how much movement they actually have. I'm so used to modern Fire Emblem where like you can turn on the enemy attack range and just see when you're in range. Sometimes it's hard to go back to these, you know, older games where you had to count the spaces yourself. It's like, are you kidding me? But you know, that was in every game. When I was a kid, I did that on this very map and others in this game to figure out the safe range for the sorcerer. But now as an adult, it's like, ugh, can't be bothered. Okay, but this should take out the Demon Master very handily, very nice. It's one of our more dangerous foes. Yeah, it is funny that like our wizards are not that dangerous to the enemies, but the enemy wizards are pretty dangerous to us just because, you know, each enemy, we have to kill a lot of enemies to get through the map, and our wizards run out of MP, whereas we have to survive a lot of damage to get through the map. So the enemy wizards can, you know, even if they only deal 15 to like 2 or 3 people, that's a big cost to us in a way that's different. He had to get to level 12 to get level 2 of fucking detox? Who designed the spell progression for this? That's really stupid. Like, it's like, oh, he finally got this incredible high level spell, detox level 2. What the fuck? Why is that a high level spell? Oh, that doesn't even make any sense. Why not? Let's. It's not even. It's like it's not even worth using Blast 2. What are any like healing items? He has Healing Rain, but we're not using that. That would be a total waste. Because I think Healing Rain heals like the entire party. We may need that for the big final battle. And the guide I'm using actually, it's like before the final battle, you need to like grind Sarah up to level 20 and like use Aura 4 and have all this stuff, and I'm just like, that's way too much work. We're just gonna wing it, you know. I beat it as a actually I didn't beat the game as a kid. I think I put it down before I even got to this, but I beat it like more than 5 years ago, God, on the 3DS. So maybe like fucking 9 or 10 years ago, without doing any of that. So I think it'll be fine. We're good. I'll see how long the first part of the battle takes, and depending on how long it is, either I'll split the episode and do the second half in like a second video, or if this half is not too long, I might make it like one big, extra long, big finale video, you know? But even if I split it in two, the second video will probably be an extra long one, just because like we'll have the whole ending cutscene and everything, you know? So obviously we'll need to devote a little more time. I can't remember if the treasure just stays on the map for the second half, so we're gonna get it now, even if it takes a lot of time, because like, what if it doesn't stay? Then we'll miss it. Just gonna start gradually getting our warriors up. I guess there's no reason not to heal Jaha. Whatever, it's something for Luke to do. Our characters have such a variation in level. Like, Jaha's only level 7, and then some of the others are twice as much. It's a little silly. I think he might be able to kill the Dullahan. Good. Oh, he got a critical hit too. Or the Skull Knight, rather, sorry. The Dullahan, but tan. The other one was green. Or was it blue? I think it was bluish. Yeah, we'll have Claude kind of mosey along and get that chest. And the rest of us are going to try and play keep away with Warderer. Very good, Eric. The Pegasus Knights look a lot more like buff after they promote for some reason. This is kind of funny. Just trying not to provoke Warder here. Oh, I forgot there was another enemy up there. I totally overlooked it. He breathed an ice breath, so he's an ice monster. Jeez, that did a hell of a lot of damage to our poor fragile wizards. Like, they don't do very much damage when they attack. They run out of MP surprisingly fast. They have poor defenses and poor HP. They're just like so sad. The tragedy of the wizard. It's such a contrast to like fucking like D&D 3.5, you know? Oh, very nice, Ben. Made up for that miss. Where wizards end up being hella overpowered, although not as overpowered as clerics and druids, but you know, still quite a thing to behold. And then here it's just like they're just like, I can help fight too, guys. And it's like, aw, it's nice of you to try. might as well, I guess. I don't know if attacking him like sets Warderer off. His sprite is pretty cool, I gotta say. It has kind of like a Dracula-ish look in a way, you know? Like the big cape, you know. The sword doesn't quite fit, but just a big cape and the way he's standing. I don't know. It's I've never actually played any of the Castlevania games. I actually didn't even know they existed as a kid. Like as a kid, you know, especially pre like modern internet, you just know what you see at the store, you know. So I just never ran across any of them, but I did end up fighting Dracula in the in Super Smash Bros. It's gonna take ages to kill him, so I'm just getting a head start while Claude goes to get the chest. Like his HP is question mark question mark. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. This is Bolt 3. Ouch. Slade, he had only chip damage done to him, and that was it. Poor fellow. Let's see, but Aura should help. Yeah. I wish we had Aura 3 so we could get more people in, but I guess I need to fucking level grind my healer more. Feels like I have her leveled up pretty well, but... Okay, we're getting there. Next turn. And as expected, he gets a lot of turns. But, man, Smash Bros. Ultimate, in, like, classic mode, you know, you can do each character's, like, you know, little battle sequence. And at the end of, Richter and Simon's ones, you fight Dracula. And he reminds me of that specific depiction of Dracula. I don't know if that's what he looked like in the Castlevania games proper. But I'm like, oh, he's very tall, he has the cloak. The sword doesn't match, but, you know. He also looks a little like a Strahd in the... There's a Strahd in a D&D adventure that I did with my groups. It was one of those things where I flipped through it and bought it. I was like, oh, this will be kind of fun and like an over-the-top kind of like gothic adventure, you know, kind of almost like it's almost like a parody of itself. And then I was like, this adventure had a lot of problems. And I know it's like a remake of something from like the fucking, I don't know, 70s or some shit, but you really should have fixed some of these things. Okay, I'm actually going to stall until Claude's turn because I do want him to get that chest, and I didn't realize that fucking what's his Warderer would die this fast. He turned out to be more wimpy. The action economy strikes again, basically. That's really what's going on here, I'd say. We're gonna heal Natasha because she's the worst off right now. But action economy is also important in D&D. But yeah, in any game where there's one enemy and like 12 of us, we just get so many more attacks than him. So they die faster than you expect. Finally, the white ring. I think only healers and the main character can wear that. So oh well. Ugh, this is gonna hurt. But I did want that white ring. Not even because I need it. Not even because it's all that useful. I just wanted it for completeness. I'm not sure if we get healed up between the two halves of the battle. I think the answer might be no. So that will certainly be a challenge. How can we do this? I guess I'll use Aura on these two. Really wish I had fucking Aura 3. Jeez. Maybe she'll get it at level 10. Maybe we'll get it sooner than I think. That would be nice. Because this isn't enough to heal us up fully. From Bolt? Come on. Yes! Oh, actually, we didn't even have... Not even Aura 3. Now we have Aura 2. Well, this is the end of May, but... There was only so much she could do anyway. Man, a heavy hit did 19 damage. His sword attack is actually not that strong. Yes, we could have avoided all this if I had not lollygagged as much and gotten the ring. But I wanted that ring. Gotta have, you know, gotta have my bling, right? Oh, Bolt level 3. Ben is the one to actually get it. Grr. Can't believe you defeated me, the King of Iom. I'll be back. Will you though? Because there's no sequels to this. Warderer disappeared. Where did he go? Oh, maybe he meant back in the sense like right now. He's like, haha, I'm back. It's like you were gone for 2 minutes. I'm right here. Nick will be sacrificed and I'll regain my strength. As soon as we won the battle, shouldn't we have just run over to Nick instantly, basically? Like, why are we just standing here? And you'll be annihilated. Oh no. Who the... Oh, is this Hindel? Yeah, because I was going to say, that's not Prince Nick's portrait. This isn't Nick. And you can also now see the strong resemblance to Deanna. Or that's the main character's official name. This also makes Hindel look a lot younger. I thought he was older than this, so this explains why he could be raised by Warderer. He looks like he's a teenager. My dear King Warderer. He was just lying there apparently that entire battle. People were just like stepping over him like, oh, sorry, I gotta get to the battle. He's just like, guys, help. Hindel, have you come to interfere again? Who, me? He's very pretty, I gotta say. Prince Nick quickly escaped from his bindings. Why didn't you fucking do that during the battle, Nick? Jeez. Like, help us out here a little. Hindel, thank you. You've saved my life. Look at my hand. It's as you said. Prince Nick's right hand is no longer stone. It got turned to stone last time we fought Waldal in the previous game. Remember? Waldal breathed out poison and his hand turned to stone. People of Cyprus, by defeating the evil Warderer, his spells have been broken. Now hurry to your friends. So, was Warderer... Waldal was the one responsible for the hand, not Warderer. Well, whatever. Maybe Warderer gave him the magic power. I don't fucking know. The writers may not have thought that deeply about this. Receive the Sword of Hajya. You must now use the Sword of Hajya to nullify Iom's power. Remember that Prince Nick is the only one who can wield the Sword of Hajya, which we are still carting around with us, after we retrieved it from Gordon. Use the sword and end this quickly. Yes, it shall be done. Prince Nick, I'm so glad you're safe. Mayfair, you gotta save it for later. This is a time crunch. I'd like to thank all of you for saving me, especially Hindel. Again, this conversation could really happen after you get the fucking sword and kill that guy. Like, I guess talking really is a free action. Perchance, did Gaian know about Hindel? Of course he knew. Didn't we recruit Gaian? Why didn't he tell us? But we had to deceive the enemy. Oh, that's why. You must be Ben. You look exactly like Hindel. The resemblance is very strong. Ben just looks younger, basically. Much younger. Yes. Ben does not have a lot to say. What? Ben and Hindel? He's Hindel's brother. Remember how at the start of in the opening cutscene he was told his bro died? Hindel owed Warderer and couldn't betray him, except that he totally did just betray him, so what? But he couldn't forgive him for sending his brother into Cyprus and like he thought, oh, so I guess Hindel wasn't going to betray Warderer until he thought his bro like got killed or whatever, and then he was like, fuck you, Warderer, especially when Warderer gave him shit over it. He was like, haha, your bro got killed by a lowly swordsman. At that point he was probably like, that's it. So Warderer is yet another one of those sorts of villains that really kind of dig their own grave. He could have avoided all this. You'll die, Hindel. But yeah, knowing that Hindel apparently Warderer apparently raised these two really gives us a level of like just grimdark that that it's quite a lot. No, Hindel, again, it's like, Nick, hurry the fuck up and get that sword. You've been talking for 5 fucking minutes. There's no way I can win, but Hindel will be my final sacrifice. Then I'll call on Iom to destroy all of Cyprus. I thought you had to sacrifice people with royal blood. Are Hindel and Deanna technically part of like the Iom royalty? I guess he raised them, so they're like adopted royalty? Like, what is going on here? Or maybe that rule didn't matter and Warderer was just like picky. He was like, no, only royal blood is suitable, but Iom doesn't give a fuck. Hindel. Again, it's like, hey, Prince Nick, instead of just shouting and looking bummed or whatever, grab the fucking sword, run over and kill, like, just kill this guy. I feel like you could, like, there's nothing holding you back here. I feel like this is really the fault of every character. Nick, please care for Ben, my brother. Please. They really could have saved him, I feel like. He just gets flung into lava. Man, that was... Warderer's like, bombs away! Oh, I guess it's a sacrifice because he's the royal blood. So he's like, I'll kill you and then summon Iom, and Iom will avenge me. So here's the giant freaky monster we're fighting this time. It's actually less freaky than some of the others we've faced. These little weird tail things or whatever they are, those are freaky. It's only been 20 minutes. Let's make this a big blowout, super long episode. I think if we egress, we have to fight the first part again, so we're gonna do this without Slade and May. Yeah, the chest is gone, indeed. So, as you can see, we have these Iom dolls, which are unique to this fight and keep getting summoned continuously. There's this evil bishop. I can't remember if he can target Iom, but we should probably send someone to kill him. And these are various parts of Iom. And this is the main part of Iom. I don't remember if like attacking these counts or whatever, but as you may remember, Prince Nick, who is now one of our party members, we need to figure out who the hell has the sword. Good, main character. Give it to Nick and have him make the first attack. Graham, he has good movement range. I think I'll send him to go take care of the evil bishop. But yeah, it's sort of like in the previous game with Waldall, where you have to attack him with the Sword of Hajya in order to make him damageable by anyone else. So obviously we gotta do that first. I don't know if you can. You probably can't even attack these little tail things, but I'll check. Oh, apparently you can. You just can't attack the main body, I guess. Those things are really freaky looking. They're like creepy as hell. But I will say, this in no way tops Shining Force 1, in my opinion. Really gets like the first prize when it comes to the boss being just nasty and freaky as shit. That like dragon thing showing up, that thing was very creepy. That was like, it really evoked the like just horrifying creature of hell emerges from a portal. I was like, yeah, you know what? 100%. Oh, Prince Nick is level 12. Very nice. He's competitive with the party. But, so that thing gets the best, I will say. Shining Force 1, Waldall's a little freaky in that, but, like, he basically just turned into a weird, like, scorpion that's, like, sticking out of the ground or whatever. It kind of looks like one of these things. So it's, like, it's freaky, but it's not as much as Shining Force 1. And Shining Force 2, the Zeon demon wall thing, creepy, but I do not feel that it tops Shining Force 1. I would put this one, the Iom statue is not that creepy, these little things are. So I would say Shining Force 1, then maybe like Gaiden 1 and Shining Force 2 are tied, and then this game. Because the statue, giant demon statue, I feel like is pretty standard fare. Jeez, these things have a fuck ton of HP, man. I feel like that's pretty standard fare for a JRPG. Whereas the other things are much more like just eldritch nightmares. This kind of reminds me almost a little of Fire Emblem 8, when like the Demon King, or that's not his name, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't remember. The bad guy, you know. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. He's basically like a weird thing that just, I think it might actually be called the Demon King, but that just stays in place. Like, he's not literally a statue, but he's kind of just standing there, similar to this in a way. So I'm like, yeah, that's standard fare, weird giant thing. Gotta get Prince Nick over. Oh shit, this thing can, freeze, spits the demon breath. Ooh, this is really, really strong. This is rough. Jeez, it can almost one-shot Sarah, that's not good. And Nick, who's apparently rather fragile. Okay, so that's a lot. Frick, Graham may be in trouble too. These Iom dolls are, man, that thing is creepy as hell. But I gotta say, I feel like their map sprites didn't look that bad. It's like, oh, it's like a little evil doll or whatever. The battle sprites are like, what the fuck is that thing? It is nasty. I guess I'll have Natasha. I mean, what can we do? Gotta kill this stuff, I guess. I don't know if killing these is important. But they can certainly do a lot of damage, so. Natasha doing her best to contribute in spite of everything. I guess I'll have him. We have to keep Nick alive, obviously, because he needs to attack Iom. So I guess I'll have Luke just heal up Nick so that just in case Sarah doesn't get her turn in time or whatever, just, you know, I wish he was a little tankier, honestly. 2 hits from those things can just kill him. Not good. I think this will take out the Ion. Tentacle? I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm gonna guess those regen, but it's something to do while we wait for Prince Nick to make the first blow. Nick is a little slow, too. I'm like, if you're gonna require me to use a specific character to attack before I can actually fight the boss, please at least make it so they get their turn in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, like, look how much better everyone else's agility is. Nick, I could swear you were better than this at the end of the previous game. Like, I raised you with love and care in Gaiden 1, and this is how you repay me? Disappoint. Well, we just gotta keep trying to blast our way through. Fuck, this is bad. See, he's not, like, he's a little freaky looking, but he's not as freaky looking. He's just an evil statue thing, basically. The stomach mouth is creepy, but Shining Force has made spookier bosses. Well, I'm glad we healed Nick, or that would have been the fucking end of it. Great, well, I guess we're gonna have to egress anyway. Maybe I shouldn't have put so many people close together, but, like, we have to get Nick up to the boss. We can't not do that. And he's surrounded. Maybe we should kill the other 2 little Ioms first? I guess? Yeah, maybe we have to kill the 2 guys on the side just to reduce the number of stuff attacking us. Because, like, legitimately, it's unwinnable because you can't damage Iom until you hit him with the Sword of Hajya. So we just have to egress. At least Ben. I guess we just have to keep Ben a little further back so that we can't totally screw ourselves over. I guess I'll have her just cast... Oh, good. This is the big aura. Nice. Well, I'm gonna have her cast it just so she can continue to get X. Because, like, the more X she gets, the better off we'll be. And then, as soon as Ben or Natasha gets their turn, we can egress out. And then I guess I'll find out whether we can... whether we get to start at this level again, or whether we have to redo the previous one. I actually don't know. See, I do think this battle's a little frustrating to me, solely because it feels like forcing us to hit the first blow with Prince Nick may be, like, narratively cool, like, for the story, but he's just way too slow. And so I'm kind of stalling, and my other characters are in the line of fire waiting, and he himself is weak also. So, you know, we're kind of like trying to keep this guy alive long enough. Like, he's a character we get only for 1 battle. At least make him good. Maybe he's good if you didn't level everyone up fully and stuff, but oh, at least there's a shop, so like if you somehow forgot to ever get the good equipment, like, you're not totally screwed. That's a good game design feature, honestly, to make it so that, like, you know, you still have a chance to get equipment. It's not like now it's unwinnable because you never did. Basically everyone was dead. But, you know, you have multiple things that do massive ranged damage. I think we're going to have to take out the 2 little Iom things on the sides before we approach. Oh, and let's see, can we talk to... We probably can, right? Yeah, we can see what our new friend has to say. He's really an old friend that we've met again. Hi, Nick. Nothing. He was a former main character, so he can't talk, of course. Even though, what, does the shop have anything? Maybe it actually has new stuff, who knows? It doesn't. Well, at least it's a catch-up chance. Well, let's see what happens. Do we go back to the first part of the battle or the second? Oh, this is excellent. We go back to the first part. Okay, I'm very happy about that, at least. I was a little worried it might force me to redo the first half. If you know, some games do that, where it's like, it's 2 different parts, but it's all technically the same battle. But this is not, so that's not so bad. Okay, well then we'll cut here and come back next time and see how we do. I think I'm going to go with the strategy of killing these guys first, and then having Prince Nick approach when there's less things that can instantly murder him, and like maybe take out the evil bishop first. So a little more cautious. So thank you for watching, hypothetical viewers. We killed Warderer. Sadly, our bro did not survive this reunion. It seemed like we honestly could have rescued him and Prince Nick a little easier if our characters were not lollygagging about, but, you know, such is life in an RPG. But after this tragic reunion, we now have to defeat Biome, who has been resurrected. Fortunately, we have the sword of Hajya ready at hand, and poor, slow, weak Prince Nick to wield it. Yeah, even his attack is like, it's like more than 10. Eric, it's close to Eric, but our other characters who are a little higher in level, like, I guess he's just not that high level yet, but and he's wielding like a special magic sword. He's a little sad. Yeah, he's not as fast either, so. And he doesn't have as good movement as Eric, so yeah, but we'll do our best regardless. So look forward to the epic conclusion next time on Shining Force Sword of Hajya.